Message. Good afternoon, sir.
Right here. Prikshit, would you like to take the mock interview in English or Hindi?
English, sir.
English.
Yes.
Okay. So you belong to Haryana
Yes, sir.
and you have graduated from Hindu College.
Yes, sir.
It was an honors course or a general course?
General course, sir.
General.
BSc Physical Sciences, Chemistry.
Okay. Out of the three, this thing, chemistry, physics, mathematics, English, which was your favorite subject?
Sir, mine was physics.
Physics. Okay. Why physics?
Sir, as in chemistry, sir, I don't like organic chemistry much, but in physics, I have interest more.
Okay. Which part of the physics you are more interested in?
Sir, more interest. Mechanics.
I see. And you were a coordinator at Mushaira and joint secretary for the Department of Physical Science and Chemistry also.
Yes, sir.
Physical science is how much important in a human being's or a student life or a citizen's life for doing better in life, for excelling in whatever he or she is doing. What is your opinion?
Sir, it plays a significant role in our lives because the applications of the physical science part give us a scientific temperament to take decisions rationally in our life. For example, like physical sciences, as global warming and climate change is happening, so we can understand what are the phenomena behind it and how can we tackle it and how can we contribute to it to decrease the impact of the climate change.
Okay. Why do you think that uh, the temperature in northern parts of the country or generally in the world they are going up and it is making life miserable and difficult for all the living beings, not only human beings,
Yes.
where all animal beings, plants, everything. What do you think that why it is happening, and what can we do to reduce it?
So it is happening due to fast globalization and industrialization. Like more pollution are emitted from the society. Currently, above pre-industrial level, 1.5 degrees Celsius globally temperature is rise above pre-industrial level due to various factors like pollution emitting from the vehicles, CFCs, and other pollutants emitting from the refrigerators, ACs. These are the various factors which are playing an important role. So
Only
mainly
these are
anthropogenic emissions are play a critical role in increasing global
only
temperatures.
these are, or there is something else also?
Something else also, sir, like there are various factors. Can I take
Please think.
deforestation?
Hmm.
Deforestation. Greenhouse gas emissions.
What is greenhouse emission?
Greenhouse emissions are, sir, as the sun, uh, the light from the sun which strike back on the earth and trap into our atmosphere. That's are called greenhouse gas emissions.
You are from Haryana.
Yes.
When was Haryana formed?
Sir, Haryana formed on 1 November 1966 by separating from Punjab.
What are the three speciality of Haryana and what are the deficiencies of Haryana? Can you
Special.
list what three the salient features?
Like Haryana is excel in sports.
Hmm.
agriculture after Green Revolution, and also Haryana is,
This is your state.
yes sir.
Hmm.
Also in, if we say in major states, GDP growth rate of Haryana is also good.
Hmm. What is the GDP growth?
I don't know the exact numbers.
What is GDP?
GDP, gross domestic product, is the total values of the product produced in within the country.
Hmm. And what are the not so deficiencies of Haryana? Like, what do you feel?
Deficiencies of Haryana, problems regarding sex ratio.
Hmm. Never mind. This, what do you think are the most, or rather, challenges which Assistant Provident Commissioner, for which you have passed the exam, what are the challenges of this job? Anything which you have studied or known, or what are, and how can you contribute?
So the challenges for Assistant Provident Fund Commissioner in EPFO is like, is this job is to supervise and administer the schemes under EPF and MP Act 1952. So if for compliance resolution, we can enhance our efficiency, and also for grievance redressal mechanisms, like if there is physical grievance redressal, then we can efficiently solve it. Also the regarding pension claims.
Mhm. Okay. You have taken civil services examination also,
Yes sir, two
and you are
times.
taking the CAPF
Yes
Assistant
sir.
Commissioner's examination also. Suppose EPFO or Assistant Provident Commissioner was in private sector, would you have applied for it?
If EPFO is in private sector,
Hmm.
no sir.
Why?
Why sir? Because I preferred government job. So after 2019, I started preparing for civil services examination. So after that, I am in 2022. After 2022, I am giving other examination for government services also. So till now, I don't prefer private service. As in my hometown or my family, the major problem is that job is majorly they want job of a government sector because it have more social security, government job security, and other benefits.
Okay.
Parikshit, you told that your family prefers government jobs. What do you personally prefer?
So I also prefer government jobs.
Okay, the
My
reason
first
being the
preference
same
is yes.
that your family thinks. Or do you have a separate take?
Sir, in my opinion, in government job, I get a broader platform to help the citizens or the society. But in private sector, corporate sector, the job role is narrow, not so
Okay,
much diverse.
okay, fair enough. Now we hear that a lot of organizations in India they function on the principles of natural justice. First, tell me what do we mean by the principle of natural justice, and second, name a few organizations that come to mind when we talk about such principles.
So principle of natural justice means when we give any decision on the basis regarding whether it is morally correct or wrong without taking the civil procedure code or criminal procedure code in our proceduring solving. And the organizations which use principle of natural justice, law of natural justice, lok adalats.
Sure.
Yes.
What else? Okay, now we follow procedures established by law in India. So why such loophole is there? Don't you think it's a loophole? that we are allowing individuals their own discretion, that they what they think is morally correct, what they think is reasonable, they will give decisions according to that. Don't you think it is against the principle of procedure established by law, that that is what governs the constitution and the rule making in India? What do you have to say?
Sir, in my opinion, it is not against the procedure established by law. As we can see, if we do things by principle of natural justice, then we can solve the problems easily and without a complex procedure. Like if we go to a court, then we file a case, and the pendency or the time of the solving the cases in the court is very high. So people have to wait for many years to solve their resolution. So for this, principle of natural justice is good for cases of low scale, like
Okay, like go on.
the impact of cases like in lok adalats. They have to solve cases in the villages regarding civil dispute or the property dispute, and if the people, both parties are agree, then it is good for them to solve it amicably.
Okay, so you mean you are referring to conciliation and arbitration
Yes.
processes. So, are you aware of any legal mechanisms that exist in India? The formal structure for conciliation and arbitration?
Yes, sir, there is a mechanism.
So you have read the Industrial Disputes Act.
I didn't revise it.
You haven't read. So, is anything that comes to mind regarding conciliation and arbitration in the Industrial Disputes Act?
Yeah, there are some things regarding arbitration and in the Industrial Dispute Act.
Okay, fair enough. Never mind. You have read EPF and MP Act.
Yes, sir.
Tell in 4 sentences what all you know. You have to, concise all your knowledge in 4 sentences.
EPF and MP Act 1952 administers 3 schemes: Employee Provident Fund Scheme, Employee Pension Scheme, and Employee Deposit Linked Insurance Scheme. And it provides social security benefits for the workers of the organized sector.
Okay. Tell me what all are other social security organizations except EPFO?
Expect EPFO ESIC, Employee State Insurance Corporation.
What else?
ESIC, what else? Life Insurance Corporation.
Okay, fair enough. Tell a few more if you can. So, Parikshit, don't you think we should merge all of them and make one very large social security organization?
Sir, I think if we merge all the organization, then if now they are separate, like EPFO have to work majorly in provident fund and all, ESIC have to work in insurance and medical claim benefits, etc. So they are working separately and focus more on their work. But if we merge them, then I don't think so. It's that.
Okay, fair enough, sir.
So, Parikshit, what have you been doing, after your graduation?
Sir, after my graduation, I started preparing for civil services examination. I have given
What is
2
your
attempts.
optional subject?
Anthropology.
But you are a science graduate. Why did you take anthropology?
Sir, after my graduation, I scrolled up and choose optional. So when I see the paper of maths and all that, so I don't think I can have much interest in this. So I opt anthropology.
But your marks are also very good.
Yes, sir.
You should have taken science option only. No.
No, sir, because sir, my program is also BSc program. So if I have an honors program, then maybe I can choose science optional.
Okay. So, in India, one big problem is that scientific research is not coming up. What do you think is the reason?
Sir, for scientific research, major reason is that the investment from private sector is not up to the mark. And also the investment by government is very low, like less than 1% of GDP is investing in the research and development sector of India. If we compare to other sector like in China or USA, the
So,
GDP.
why do you think private sector is not investing into R&D in India?
I don't know, sir.
Okay. Government is doing many things to promote this kind of research and all. Have you heard of any such step? what government is doing
In scientific research,
to promote scientific research?
they have set up Department of Biotechnology.
What does it do?
It it provide funding to the various institutions like National Institute of Plant Genome Research and PUSA.
Okay. Besides that, providing funding, do you have any idea how much funding it provides?
Exactly, I don't know.
Okay. Acha, you mentioned PUSA. So PUSA is a very famous institute.
Yes.
Can you tell me some of the plant varieties or some crop varieties which they have produced?
The name of the varieties which they
Name of the variety or any major contributions?
PUSA contributed significantly in green revolution, and also they are now producing water resistant seeds for crops.
Okay. So tell me, uh, we see a lot of talk going around about the drought resistant crops. You mentioned this as one of the achievements. So tell me some traditional crops which are drought resistant by their own nature.
Traditional crops like millet, jawar, bajra, these are the crops which are drought resistant.
Okay.
Ragi.
So have you heard about this? There is a new kind of fertilizer which is in market. Have you heard about it?
Biofertilizers.
No, chemical fertilizer only.
No, sir.
Acha. So there are three components or three elements which are said to be essential for the plant growth and which are mostly used as fertilizer. Which are those three?
Mostly using fertilizer.
NPK, have you heard?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Phosphorus, potash, nitrogen.
Now tell me, urea is a most popular fertilizer that we know of. Urea has which of these three?
Urea is most. Ammonium or phosphate.
Ammonium phosphate is the formula of urea. Okay. ठीक है. Coming back to your graduation, you graduated with three subjects.
Yes.
Maths, physics, and
Chemistry.
chemistry. Now tell me the relationship between these three subjects very briefly.
The relation between maths, physics, and chemistry is. I go. Oh, exactly.
Try.
Tried. Like in physics, there is a combination of both mathematical applications and chemistry. And in chemistry, we use maths for solving numericals and equations.
Okay. Acha, tell me about gravitational force. How is it generated?
Gravitational force.
Every
Yes.
body has gravitational field or gravitational force. Yeah. So how does it have? What is the reason?
Behind gravitational force.
Yes.
I can't recall also. GM.
Okay. Have you heard about Large Hadron Collider?
Like Bose-Einstein condensate, like in the lab.
Where is it located? LHC, Large Hadron Collider.
I don't know the location, sir. Maybe it's done
What kind of research is being done inside that?
for finding a particle of subatomic size, like they have done God's particle, Bose-Einstein condensate in large.
Tell me name of some other subatomic particles.
Neutrino, proton, no proton is a particle. Quarks.
Can you define what is quarks? And no? Okay. So tell me how science education or your science education background is going to help you in your career in civil services.
Sir, in science education, science imparts us analytical skills and problem solving skills. So these skills help a lot in civil services to analyze a problem comprehensively and then stepwise solving it.
Give me some example from your life or from your education where you have seen science solve some of the problems.
Like as there is so much water polluted bodies, so science developed machines to purify the water efficiently and with less energy, and
Okay,
also rain
let's
harvesting
say
methods.
there is one big lake and it has got polluted, right? So now tell me what are the scientific methods you will use to clean up that lake?
Polluted lake. I can't recall it now.
Okay. Achha, my last question is there is a lot of pollution in Delhi during the winter times, right? Can you suggest some methods to control this pollution apart from the preventive measures like not burning the crop or not doing construction activity or not taking too many cars on the roads? I'm not talking about preventive measures. I'm talking about curative measures. So can you suggest some to reduce the pollution?
If the majority of our transport is electric run,
No, this is again preventive, na?
oh,
Ultimately, what we are doing is taking out cars from the road.
yes.
Have you heard about artificial rain?
Yes, sir.
How is it done?
Sir, it is done by sprinkling silver iodide in the clouds.
Any other latest methods that has evolved?
I don't know, sir.
No. Any countries that are doing it actively on commercial scale, or large scale?
Recently, UAE did it,
Okay.
and also China did it in Olympics.
So UAE did it, then something happened.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
Intense rainfall come and then flash flooding occurs.
Okay. So why did it happen? Have you read in detail about it?
Sir, I can guess it is due to the cloud seeding or the artificial rain.
No, that is clear, but why over, flooding was not desirable, right? They
Yes,
did
sir.
not want flooding. And why did it happen?
Because sir, when we do artificial rain, then in the procedure of it, the moisture of the neighboring areas are also concentrated, and due to this, the intense rainfall can occur.
Okay. All right. So this is from my side, sir. So your formal interview is now over.